Hi. Oh my god. Oh my god. I finished Lolita. I have completed it, but I'm not done yet. I want to make a whole video about it, but basically, I have low reading comprehension, so I'm gonna work on it a little bit longer, and I'm also gonna watch the movie. But I finished it, and it took me 15 days, almost exactly. And there's like 2 or 3 days where I didn't read anything at all, and because I was too busy. And some days I read like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 pages, and some days I could only read a page or two. But it's the first time I've read a book since I was a little kid, and I'm proud of myself. I just wanted to tell you that. But I have a job. I'm gonna give up the stick. I work at a restaurant. And some of my coworkers haven't been very nice to me lately. Not yesterday, a few days ago, the last time I worked, it was me and this other girl on the floor, and we were both pretty busy. It was only two of us waiting a whole restaurant, and we don't have a busser, so we bus our own tables and everything like that. And we both had quite a few tables sitting there, but I had, I think, 2 tables that had already gotten up and left, and their tables needed to be bussed. And she had, I think, 3 tables that were up, and their tables needed to be bussed. But we both had tables actively there, so we were both too busy to bust them right at that exact moment. But I went into the dish room to get some more spray to wipe down one of my tables that I just finished bussing, so I had 1 table left to bus because I was wiping down the other one that I had just finished bussing. And the other waitress and this other girl that works there were talking shit about someone when I went into the dish room. I only heard a couple seconds of it, but I heard the waitress say that I know that girl doesn't expect me to bus her tables for her. I'm busy too. And the girl that was doing dishes was like, yeah, I'm not busting her tables either. And just said something about how she was lazy and she needs to get on it and nobody's gonna do her job for her. And I heard that. I didn't know it was about me for sure, but I didn't know who else it could be about, and if they were talking about me, that was gonna hurt my feelings because I didn't ask anyone to bust my tables for me, and it's really busy and we're both trying our best. So a few minutes later, once we were both in the drink section, I asked her, hey, were y'all talking about me a second ago in the dish room, you and her? And she was like, no, we weren't talking about you. I was just saying that I'm not bussing your tables and you need to do your job. And I was like, I didn't ask you to bus my tables for me. And she was like, yeah, but you have all those tables out there that aren't bussed, and I'm just saying, I'm not doing it for you. And I was like, but you have more unbussed tables than I do. And she said, no, I don't. You have all those tables out there, and nobody's gonna do your job for you. The second your table gets up, you need to go and bust that table, and I'm not gonna do it for you, and she's not gonna... I walked away. To be completely honest, I started crying. Because, we were just having a nice conversation. Shut up. We had just been having such a nice, friendly conversation early in the morning when we were both like doing opening stuff. And so we don't like hang out, we're not friends, but I thought we were like friendly. I thought we were like work friends, so I didn't understand why she would randomly start talking shit about me to the other girl, or why she was suddenly talking to me like that. But I just didn't talk to her for the rest of the day, and then I went home. And I don't know. I guess I still care a little. I didn't think I cared, but I guess I do. But yeah, I went home. I didn't even know she had my number. I think the app we use to see our shifts, I think it displays everyone's phone number on there, which I find a little bit invasive, but whatever. She randomly texts me today, and she's like, "Hey, it's me. I have a question." I said, I was still upset, like, what's she gonna ask? Like, is she gonna go off on me again? So I said, "What's up?" And she said, "Do you mind switching shifts with me on Saturday? If not, it's 100% okay." She works 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturday I work 11:30 to 8:30. And I'm like, you were so mean. You were so mean to me the other day, and now you're asking me a favor? And you're being so nice over text? I'm thinking, do you not think you were being mean? Do you think you were completely justified in the way you spoke to me? Or why are you suddenly being nice to me and asking me for a favor? And I'm thinking, was she justified to talk to me like that? Was she just frustrated and she took it out on me, and it's not that big of a deal, and I really shouldn't be that upset about it, which I feel like I shouldn't be so upset about the way that people treat me, because this isn't the first time people have treated me like this at work. I know that. I know I've been at jobs before and I've had to take a break to go cry in the bathroom, or I've been repeatedly treated poorly by coworkers, and it like haunted my brain on my days off. But I don't remember their names, the people who treated me badly before. I don't remember details. I'm sure if I thought really, really hard, I could remember who it was, but just a few short years later, it doesn't matter anymore. And so did it really matter at the time? Does it matter how she treated me that other day? 'Cause I know in a few years I'm probably gonna forget her name, and I'm probably gonna forget all the little details of the things people at work said to me. But which is a good thing. You don't want to feel that pain forever. But knowing that in the short term future this isn't going to be that big of a deal, it's just something that I'm caught on right now for some reason. Should I get the fuck over it? I genuinely can't understand how she can talk to me like that one day, and then a few days later, "Hey, can you please do this favor for me? It's 100% fine if you can't." I want to understand, but I can't. And I don't want to switch shifts with her. Not because she's mean to me. Well, yeah, but, I'm trying to put that aside. I like working the closing shift. I like knowing that I'm gonna be there until this time, pretty much no matter what. I have a lot of troubles falling asleep and waking up when I want, so I don't trust myself to wake up that early. I don't trust myself to wake up at like 8:30 to get there at 9:30. Also, even if I did trust myself to wake up that early, I don't want to, you know? But at the same time, I don't have a good reason. Like, I don't have a doctor's appointment that morning or anything. I'm not gonna be in a different town. I don't have a good reason for why I can't work for her. Also, what if I need a favor in the future? What if I need her to work for me in the future? It's not likely, because I don't have anything else going on. I can work whenever they schedule me. Not only that, she clearly, well, maybe not, I don't know, but in my heart I feel like she holds some sort of, I don't know the word, discontent towards me. I feel like she holds some sort of dislike towards me, and I don't want to say no and give her a reason to dislike me more. But I also know that in accepting her offer to switch shifts with me, I am viewing this as me doing something kind for her, and if I do that, I'm expecting her to not be so mean to me in the future. I know that in my heart, I'm viewing this as an exchange. I'll do this nice thing for you if you stop being mean to me, even though we're not verbally saying that's what's happening. Nothing like that. I view it as that kind of exchange. So, if I do this for her, I'm expecting her to be nicer to me in the future, and if she isn't nicer to me, I'm going to be heartbroken. It's going to affect me mentally. But I feel bad not being able to do this for her. I technically can, but I don't really trust myself to, and I don't want to. But I don't have a good excuse for why I can't do it for her. Again, I don't have a doctor's appointment. I'm not going to be out of town, nothing like that. So I don't want to be like, sorry, I can't, because that's a lie. I can. I don't want to be like, sorry, don't want to, because that's mean. I don't want to just say no, because that's like short, and that seems rude. So this was like a big problem. This one text ruled my mind for like an hour. And I ended up telling her no. I said, sorry, I can't. And she said, okay, that's okay. Just wanted to ask. She conducted herself so pleasantly in this exchange. And I don't know why. 'Cause I think she clearly holds some kind of is that a fucking word? Okay, discontent is a word. Discontempt is not a word. And I'm using it kind of correctly. I feel like you don't talk to someone like that if you don't hold some kind of discontent for them. So, is she being so kind to me in the wording she uses to talk to me over text? I know other people at work talk shit about me, and I'm wondering if she's just pretending to be nice over text, and they're at work right now talking about how useless I am, and how bad I am at my job, and how I don't care about my job, and how stupid I am. 'Cause I know one person says that because they say it to my face. And I have a feeling That's what he's telling everyone else at work. And they're starting to agree with him because nobody talked to me like this before he got there. And I just wish I didn't care so much. I said no. I said, sorry, I can't switch shifts with you on Saturday. And I feel this, like, cosmic guilt. I feel like I'm a bad person to my core because I could do a kind thing, but I chose not to. And I don't know how I'm ever gonna be happy if this is the way my mind works. 'Cause I know this isn't normal. I know other people would immediately go like, no, I don't want to, sorry. And they would be completely fine with themselves. They wouldn't feel any guilt at all. Or some people would even be like, fuck you, you're mean to me, so no, I'm not gonna do you this favor. And they would feel justified in saying that. And some people just wouldn't give it any thought at all. Some people wouldn't even respond. But how am I gonna live a normal life if I convince myself I'm a horrible, evil person every time I make a slightly selfish decision or I slightly inconvenience someone else? I don't know. But I finished Lolita. I got another book. Where is it? Hold on. I ordered Lolita and a children's Bible at the same time because I tried to read the real Bible a little while back and my brain just couldn't do it. So I ordered a children's simplified Bible at the same time that I ordered Lolita, like 3 weeks ago now, and actually closer to a month ago now, and it says shipped and it has a tracking number, but the tracking number doesn't yield any information. It just says it hasn't been submitted to their system yet, and it is supposed to arrive by April 2nd. It is April 9th, and I reached out to the seller, and they won't get back to me, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to read the Bible. I don't know. So I was supposed to read the Bible next, but I really wanted to have a book set up for once I finish Lolita, and that didn't come. So I've ordered Dracula, which I'm very excited to read, but it's in transit. It is in Georgia. But just in case, well, I finished Lolita, I want to have another book. I went to Goodwill and I bought 2 books. Why are all the books at Goodwill $1.99? Like the tiniest little children's paperback and like a big honkin' encyclopedia, they're all the same price. But I got this book, A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. I first picked it up because I thought it looked kind of philosophical, which is one of the directions I want to go in the books that I start reading. But looking at it a little bit harder, I think it's about the Holocaust, which I don't have a problem with. For some reason, I've always loved learning about the Holocaust and stuff like that. So I think I'll read this one next because it does not look like a difficult read at all. Like, it has, like... it doesn't even have 200 pages, and it's, like, widely spaced lines. So I think I'll read this next. I think I should finish it in, like, 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna say that and then it's gonna take me a week. So I bought this one, which I'm actually excited to read, and I bought a book called Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I don't know how to say that. And this also looks easier than Lolita. My mother told me that this book sucks and she couldn't get out of the swamp that it begun in. I'm eating rice. But I have no idea what this is about, but it was kind of slim pickings at Goodwill. Like, there was a whole section about understanding biblical prophecy, and I was gonna get one of them, and my mom was like, that book looks culty. And I was like, I think I'm aware enough to discern if a book is trying to induct me into a cult or not. I'm not worried about that, but I do think I should probably read the Bible before I start reading about how to understand the Bible I just read. You know what I mean? So I don't know what this is about. But let's see if I can get farther than my mom did. And after that, I have quite a few books that I'm planning to read, but I don't know. I'm just excited. Thank you for watching. Amen.